we'll get going here in just a few more moments. I really need to, actually I looked into it, getting some different music for my background music. Some of it's my stuff, but I need to either make more stuff or there's some free music that you can get. You just have to display the artist, the album, all that kind of stuff. I'll probably get into that. Today I'll show you some of the changes that I made after the last stream to the dialogue system that we implemented previously, which was the last stream yesterday, if you were here yesterday. And we'll look into seeing how we can make all that stuff work like I want it to. There's just so many different possibilities there. So anyway, 3 more minutes. We'll see you in a minute. Actually, we'll see you in 3 minutes. And it looks like we're ready to go. Ready to go. All right. All right. Let's see. So, here's what happened after the stream yesterday. I refactored. If you remember, what I was messing around with before was just an array of these choices, and then, well, it was an array of arrays, and that's really not very clear, especially if you come back here a month later. So I made those, instead of arrays, I made them objects. Basically, since it's a JSON file, it's a JSON object, in which in a dictionary it's just going to be another, object in our Godot dictionary. So you have the name, or we could replace that and say label, whatever you want to call it. Then the reply, and then there's an optional branch to. So whenever you get this choice, you select this choice, then it will set branch to a different dialog tree branch. That's the idea anyway. And I have add, and I also have a remove. So you can add things to the player's inventory. You can also remove things from the player's inventory. So this add is going to have to be a little bit of a caveat because, or we're going to have to fix it, because right now I only have 6 inventory slots, and if it was to try to add another thing that didn't already exist in the inventory, then that wouldn't be good. So it needs to have some kind of other choice that whenever this particular thing is not available, it says something different. So I was looking around on some of the, which is what these pages are. I was looking around at some of the different ways that people have done it. And it's not that far actually from what I'm doing right here, which is great. It's really great. So I like the word branch too. I think I may want to change add to add item. Maybe we want to add something else, like an add a quest or something. Remove item and add item. So we'll have to go into the GD script and change that as well. And actually, I'm going to zoom in a little bit because I'm not sure how. I've changed the font also. This is the Inconsolata font. I like it. It's the bold version of the Inconsolata font. I think it works pretty good. Actually, maybe I'll try the... Oh, that's weird. It just kind of disappears off the other side of the screen. Okay, let me grab, instead of that one, let's grab the regular one. Yeah, we'll just use this for now. Okay. So we'll go into the dialogue, which is where all the data, all the magic happens. And we also need to change where the remove and add item occurs. So well, I really kind of have to think about this because when we're processing, and I really need to, I really want to go back to that yield. Not this one, but the other one that we had the UI choices show, and we were yielding until, trying to yield until it sent us the, or until it emitted this choice made signal. And maybe you have to, maybe we should look at that again, because that would make things easier to put all this logic in sort of a loop instead of having to kind of, it just feels like it's kind of all splayed out everywhere. So let us go on this adventure of looking at the yield statement in G. Turns GD function state. Yes. That's what we have right here. But maybe maybe this particular way, no? Maybe this particular way of yielding I don't know. Yeah, look at this. No, that's not what I want. I want to, well, let's see. Yield needs two parameters. I wonder if it pauses, does the yield actually pause that particular script, maybe? Maybe that's the issue right there. A call to yielding functions mean they will be run until they yield or return. So then, well, let's see. Let me open. Don't save that. Let me open the actual project and let's go look at player.gd script. What is interesting though is I use the blinker that way. So I'm in process and I yield until the blinker has finished. But let's look at the blinker GD script. Of course, he has I mean, that works. But huh. So I'm not quite sure why that didn't work yesterday. I kind of want to try it again. Maybe maybe we have to connect maybe we have to connect that signal right here. So if I say yield manager.ui choices, choice made, that's probably going to be really strange looking. Let's see what happens. Because again, I would rather use yields. So talk to him, and I'm going to check. Yeah, we should be yielding here. Made. Oh, let me go. Hold on. So we see we have made. What I need to do is I'm going to say this is the one. Okay, yeah, that was what we were. So let's, at the risk of just killing our thread, well, let's see. We'll see. So there's the process. I need to walk up to this guy pretty fast, and it's still going. Did it stop? Nope. And then you got made a bunch of times. Yeah, that's not good. See, we passed the object, and we passed a signal. Ah, this should be really simple. There's our choice made signal. And here's where we emit it. It's the only place we emit it. Let's see if it will tell us what, if it will give us the details of that. That GD function state thing. Alright, so I don't see anything. A lot of noise there, so let's remove that noise. Okay, so come over here, and then we should see. I know why it's doing that, because we've already dealt with it here because we hook up this signal. Let me comment this out. I really want it to work this way. I'd just rather it work this way. It would be nicer as far as being more understandable to me. Now that's kind of funny. Let's say if choices is not equal to null, then show the choices. But the choices was null. That means it's coming back in here. it does make me wonder if I don't understand why this is not returning a GDScript function state. What do we have here? Let's see if we can check that. So let's play. Let's see if we can get anywhere with that. I'm not seeing anything being printed out. Sorry, side channel conversation. You know how that is, don't you? Okay. Wait, did we get anything at all? I do not see. I don't see anything. Oh yeah, and I bet it's a function, isn't it? Yes, it's a function. Of course it is. I mean, why wouldn't it be, right? So let's do this one more time. Still can't quite understand why this shouldn't work. I'm still not seeing anything. Let's do this. One more thing, and that is, let me just break it right here. Let's break it right here and see what happens. So I should be able to come up this guy, talk. Yeah, look, I mean, but you can already see it's, yeah, that's not good. So here's my breakpoint. Let's look at what D is. Is there a D? Where's my D? Where's my D, man? Come on, man. You got no D right here. So why is that? It has to be the way that I'm setting this up initially, right? Because really the NPC is just simply doing that. You know, it really should be able to go to that when I click on that, and I'm not sure why it's not. It should open that function up, or that method. It knows where it is. Should know where it is. So we're here. And then we go into here. So again, we're here. And I really should store the previous state of the pause, of whether the tree has been paused. So I should say something like previous paused state, because in case you have 2 or 3 things that pause it, I'm going to go ahead and do that. So we'll store that state here. So in other words, if you have 3 or 4 things that pause it, and then they unroll, they unravel, they back out, then the last one should be the one that unpauses everything. So if we do this, then we should just undo the previous pause state. That is the way that should be. I mean, that's not gonna, I don't think that's gonna help us here because we haven't hidden it. But it will help whenever he holds up a potion or whatever. Oh, I'm sorry, I did that wrong, didn't I? Yeah. Whoops. I want this. So I really want it on both. I want it here as well. I forgot I had two methods that show the dialogue. Got two methods that show the dialogue, so that is what we want. We never want to assume that it was running before we decided to pause it. Okay, so there you are, and we're still back. We are still back to this, and it's not. It's not. It's not gonna. Oh, it's telling me that that's a string. I'll give up here in a minute and we'll just go back to the way we were doing things. Wow, that's pretty loud, isn't it? Sorry. Looks like it's loud anyway. I'll turn it down. Okay. I mean, I don't see any issue here. I'm still not sure. Still not sure what's going on there. As a bit of an intermission, there's the cat. And he left. Okay. Okay. I really want it to work like this. So I'm having trouble giving up. You know, I'm sure I could do something like, which I don't like this. Let's try this real quick. Wait on choice. So we'll say while manager.ui choices visible. We'll just sit here, and then we'll say we'll make our own signal. Choice made. Then we'll emit that signal. Emit signal. Choice made. Very similar to what I've done in the player, which is the wait play. So I have this wait play finished, and I basically yield to the animations. Animation finished. Oh yeah, sure, man. Meriden YT says, hey Recursor, thank you for the update of the VS Code. Love 2D plugin to support version 11. Yeah, after talking to you on the chat, I guess it was a couple of days ago. I don't remember when it was. It was a couple of days ago, wasn't it? I was thinking, man, I need to do that. So I went and did it. Did all the scraping and the recompiling and all that kind of stuff. So cool. I'm glad it's working. Let's see. So this seems pretty simple, or it is. But I'm waiting on... Now, am I using this? I think I'm using this somewhere else. Let's go look. I don't think I think I'm using it outside. Yeah, see? Yeah, the sword's even using it. He's waiting on the user to do that. Of course, he is... Okay, All right, all right, all right. Yep, yep, yep. He is waiting on this function that has not returned yet. It only returns once after it's emitted that signal, and then it returns. So as soon as the signal is emitted, or according to the documentation, the function returns, then execution resumes. I believe that is what he's saying. I think. So then could we do this then? Boop. Ah. Could I just do that? Do I have to have a signal? No. According to this, I don't. Oh, it's supposed to be an object. But see, this should still work. Pass an object in the center, the execution is resumed when the object signal is emitted. I'm just going to respond to you via text as well. Just in case you didn't want to hear the audio, or in case somebody else is playing this back. Okay. I still don't understand why that doesn't work. So I don't want to do this. Although I could do, gosh, that really feels bad to basically just sit here and just wait on the choice to be made. Okay, cool. You did hear the audio, of course. Okay. Just figured I'd respond. Both. Yeah, okay. I suppose so really yeah, so see, I'm looking for the choice that was made. So I'm asking if it's equal to that result. So the choice that was made, I'll get the name of that choice, and if the name of the choices that I'm iterating through are equal to the result, then that's the one I want, which is what I've got here. So if there's another branch to go to after this, then we'll say, okay, next branch is this. Should we remove an item from the player's inventory? Or should we add something? And this works just as well, but this makes him hold up the object whenever he gets it. And then is there a reply to this choice? If there is, then I show. I think I need to think about how this loop is gonna work. So when we put it back like this. So then I can show you the potion. No thanks, then he'll get a potion here. Of course, that didn't work. It's probably because of the whole pause thing. Let's see, where are we? Hello? Well, that's lovely. It doesn't know where we are. I'm sure that's what it is. So if we go to pickup, here, let's break right here. We'll break, because in this particular choice, the no thanks, he should get a potion right here. And are we not getting called here? Doesn't look like it. I must have. Oh, I know what it is. I renamed these. I renamed add and remove to add and remove item, so that we could add and remove other things if we want to. That's what it is. I forgot. Forgot to change that. So now let's see. No thanks. He gets a potion. But as you can see, I want it to happen. For one, he's sitting there like that. He needs to return to his previous animation, at least play the first frame of it. And then I don't want anything to happen until the conversation is finished. Well, at least until this dialogue thread has been finished. And then it's not unpaused, which we'll have to figure out what in the world that's all about. So these add and remove items should be, because we're showing the reply here. So it should go in it should really go down in here. So if we interact, so I guess we should remove or add any items. That the current choice has, I guess. No question mark. Let's be definite about it. What do we have here? We have the current dialog tree, we have choices, we have the next branch. And let's go with current choice. That will allow us to, let's do current choices null here. And we'll go ahead and reset that here too. We may have to revisit all this. Feels like it's getting kind of messy to me. so let's look at. Let's check out the choices here. It's just dialog. I should just do it that way. No. Dialog.json. So we're here, and then here's our choices. So when we select a choice, that's going to be right here. There's that's our result. So if choice name is result, then we'll say the current choice equals choice. Oops. We'll say store the current choice for use later. Yes, indeed. So we would grab these. Then we would say, I'm thinking anyway, if we've got it all right, we'll say if current choice not equal to null, then we're going to check out some of this additional items. And we'll say here current choice, because that's the current choice that we have. Current choice, current choice, current choice. And we'll go ahead and put this here. So let's just see if this does what we want it to do. Okay, E, say no. I'm going to let it go all the way. It did not do it. And that's why. Okay, yeah. We want this since the action press, but we don't want to mess with that here, I don't think. I think we want to do that here. We could actually stick it right here. This is getting rather complicated, isn't it? Well, that's the basis of programming. No thanks. No, still didn't. Still didn't happen. Let's break here. Actually, I'm gonna make this smaller since, oh, I know why it's, okay, sorry, it's a little bit smaller than it normally is. Let's see if it didn't even hit that. Wait, I want to put it, let me put it right here. And I'm going to go into the project settings and go to window and change this back, because this should be 1280 by 720. There we go. Now we have a larger video area. Okay. Let's see if it breaks. Oh yeah, that breakpoint's hit there. And that's fine. Come on. There we go. I'll say no thanks. And then we'll go boom. So our current choice should not be null. Oh, well. No, the current choice should not be null here, because we have it. Alright, let's follow it from here. I'll go ahead and break here too. Okay. So we're here, and we're going to say the current choice is yes, good. So let's so now we're going to show the reply. And is our current choice still? That's the current choice is still there. I thought we. Yeah, see, I set that to 0 to null. That's why. That's why. Because we're doing this here. Really, we should, this is kind of extra cruft. Let's put this in the ready function. Because it only needs to be done once. There's only one choice. Dialog anyway. Yeah. It's this show. It's this call to show right here. Because it kills the current choice here. And maybe we just don't do that in either of these places. Then I bet it works. I'll bet it works. Oh yeah, we've got these breakpoints. Let's continue. There's the other breakpoint. Okay, I think we're in business. There it is. There's the other. There's the potion in the middle. Okay, let's check this. We're still paused, which we have to fix that. And then there's another one. Why are there two of them? And why isn't the tree unpausing? The tree's previous state should be unpaused. Oh yeah, we've got another issue here with this. I think what we should do here, let's turn this into a sort of a tri-state kind of thing. We're going to set the previous pause state to null here, and then we'll say, since we call show and or conversation inside of this while everything is still being shown, we want to check to see if the previous pause state is equal to null whenever we first show it. That way, we want to get the pause state before we go into the dialogue itself. Because every time we recall those functions, we don't want to get the previous pause state because it's going to be paused. Hopefully that makes sense. And then when we hide it, we don't have to do this, but it makes me, yeah, well actually we do. Previous pause state equals null, because when we hide it, we reset everything. So we need kind of 3 states for that pause state variable. So now things should work, and they don't exactly, do they? Let's do this. Let's say let's print this here. That should be should be false. Previous pause state should be false. Let's check it. It is false. So what? Oh. It's probably the player. The pause state of the player. Since we wait, okay. This is a little more complicated than I would have thought. See, he's saying, oh, if I'm already paused, that's what it is. That's what it is, people. See, because I think what happened, look, so we can check this. If I grab the potion, I wait for the, no, actually that won't work. Oh, it will work, watch. Then we let it go, and then it'll unpause. That makes sense. We kind of need a way to, we need some kind of pause controller of some sort. So basically it'll count how many things have said I want to pause, and then when they want to unpause, okay. So I guess we'll stick that in the manager state. I'll show you what I mean. Let's see if we can get this to work. Function pause. Let's make a function out of it because we can. So every time somebody calls pause, it's like reference counting. So how? Let's call it pause count. And I'm gonna go. We'll go with ready. And we'll probably bring that variable back up here. Pause count equals 0. Let's just go ahead and bring it back up here. Did I just? Oh, I did. Okay. So this is counts how many. Counts how many calls to pause are currently in progress. When unpause is called, this number is decremented, and when 0, the state is unpaused. So that's what we're doing. We're just counting them. We need this. We definitely need this. A central place to do this. So pause, we say pause count plus equals 1. And then we can say unpause, and this is pause count minus equals 1. All right, let's do this. Minus 1. Grab this. I never want it to go. No, I do. I do actually. Pause count minus equals 1. Then we can say if pause count is less than 0, print error unbalanced pause unpause calls. Else elif pause count equals 0, then we unpause. So we get the tree and we say paused equals false, and that will fix it. Should fix it. Should. Now we come in here and we say manager.pause. Yeah. I'm just going to grab this. And then we don't have to have previous pause state anymore because the manager just keeps up with that for us. So let's go get rid of that junk. Previous pause state, where are you? I should just check previous paused. That's unpaused. Okay. Right. There it is right there. We don't need that anymore. And additionally, in the dialog, we don't need it. All we have to say is manager.pause. Oh no, here we'll manage a. Oh, I have a manager.unpause here. What we want here is we want to get rid of the previous pause state. We don't need it. Yay. And for here we'll just say if, and let's do this. Let's have a function. We'll put it up here. Func is paused. So we'll just be able to check that way. Get tree paused. So we'll just return that. So then we can say in the dialog, if manager.isPaused, actually I'm sorry, if it's not paused already, then let's go ahead and call pause. Okay, and we do the same thing here. So again, so that we don't yeah. No fan of the scene stuff. Yeah, the scene stuff. Well, right now I'm just messing with the one scene, so that's cool. I'm not good in following GD script Godot API. That's why I ditched Godot in the end. Yeah, you know, we had in the Love 2D videos, we did create like a scene manager, so there's similar-ish kind of things, but the pause and unpause stuff, I don't know. There's some advantages, I guess, versus Unity. It's kind of built in here. You still have to do some manual stuff, like we're doing here. Let's see what we get here. Let's see if we have what we need here. Uh-oh. We didn't get rid of one of these. Oh no. It's easy enough to do. Okay. So then I should be able to do this, and have him hold it up. Okay, so we're missing something somewhere. Let's do, since we have this, oh, I know what I want to do. Let's also go over here, do a search for, because we need to get rid of all of those. Get tree dot paused. So manager dialog. Ah, there's another one here. Yeah. Get rid of you. We don't do that anymore. And the inventory. So we'll say manager dot pause. And then manager dot unpause. So now all the only references to that are in the get tree. Oh, the way they implement and limit it is not for me. Currently writing a small ECS with scriptable components in Love2D. Basically, components with life cycle hooks like Unity or similar. You know, have you looked at the Unity's kind of pushing that more towards a more pure entity component system kind of thing. I haven't looked into it yet, but they're really pushing towards that, and it seems like from all the videos I've watched, they're getting some really amazing performance out of it. It looks like an interesting way to program, and actually there is if anybody watches Heartbeast on YouTube, his channel, he actually looks at doing an entity component system implementation in the Godot engine. It's been a while since I've seen it, but it was pretty interesting. Some of the benefits that you get, you know. So I use Unity a lot, so I'll be looking into that stuff, but I haven't yet. And we kind of messed around with that with some of the Love2D tutorials also. But I think it's one of those newer ways of doing, well, not newer, but it seems like that the industry is getting, can't use. Don't they have an editor for? Doesn't Unity have a Linux-based editor now? I thought they had like an actual editor for Unity, don't they? It was an experimental build, right? Yeah, that was a while ago, wasn't it? They dropped support, really? So they're not doing it anymore? That's crazy, man. Yeah, kind of, Godot is nice in that regard, and then Love2D, of course, is available everywhere pretty much. So yeah, I get you. I totally get you. I've got a Mac here. I run all three of them, so Windows is kind of where I was born. That doesn't mean that I like everything about it, but yeah. Here I am. So I go back and forth. Let's see if I got all those. I think it called unpaused too soon. Let's check these references here, or these counts. Pause count. So after tiled editor, currently using Love2D with tiled editor, tiled with object layer and JSON file format is a nice alternative. I've seen some discussion about Jonathan Blow has been and who is it? What's the guy's name? The guy that did Steven's Sausage Roll, that puzzle game. Lavelle. There was a little bit of an exchange between the two of them, and then I've watched some of Jonathan Blow's videos on his new programming language that he's doing. Jai, that's what it's called. And he made some statements about databases and was saying that no game should have a database and all this kind of stuff. So anyway, I saw some Twitter conversation between him and Stephen Lavelle, I think his name is. Anyway, pretty interesting stuff. I'm not sure that I completely agree with him, but JSON is nice. It's just easy to read. It's just simple and it's easy to read. I like it as a, that's what that's what I'm using right now for the dialogue stuff. So yeah, JSON. Some people use XML. I just don't like those angle brackets, man. But when I use C#, there are built-in support for it. But I find that JSON just looks nicer. It is? It is back? Oh, okay. Well, that is, as you said, if it's of better quality, then maybe it's worth looking at. I don't know. Depends on what language you want to use, right? Don't get me wrong. I really like C#. I love C#. But I'm also enjoying this Python-like GD script. Also love Lua. Lua's great. It's just too much good stuff. Oh. No. It should just automatically convert that for me. Wow, look at all. Oh, wow, look at that. Where are all those pauses coming from? And then now there's... It's not the language, it's the API engine design that's important, in my opinion. Sure. Yeah. If it doesn't jive with the way that you see things, it makes it real difficult. I think, though, that if Unity goes to this, well, they are, moving to this more strict entity component system kind of thing, that whole sort of ecosystem, it seems like they're moving everything to that. And that's going to change sort of the, I think it'll change that whole Unity culture, programming methodology or whatever. We'll have to see how that works. So I'm getting pause, unpause, pause. Where are these coming from? Who is calling me? Can I get a, let's see, can I get a stack trace? I'd love to know where that's coming from. So GD script stack trace. Can I say who is calling me? No, that's not what I want. Guess I can't. I guess I just have to come in here and do a break, I suppose. Let's see, we still have oh, look at that. I never said true. Yes, indeed, we should pause. All right, sorry about that. Let's see if that fixes it. I think there are aspects about every a lot of the languages that I get excited about, and there are aspects of a lot of the game engines that I get excited about, and I don't know, it's just fun to play with all of them. I was looking at Defold. I've been looking at Defold quite a bit. Well, I was, It's Lua based, just as an example, along with Love 2D, of course. Okay, I still don't get why that pause is getting called every time. Or a bunch. Where am I getting that? All right, well, it's got to be wherever I'm calling it, right? Let's check. If the manager is not paused, that makes sense to me. Me too, but I don't trust King, the maker and studio of Default. But for an engine, Default 2 looked quite nice. It did. I kind of like the way that it was using messages and things like that. I don't know. I still feel like some of it might be a little bit, I don't know if clunky's the right word, but just some things that you have to do manually that I'm sure that they'll automate later. I don't know. As far as the trusting, yeah, I don't know. They, the way they talk is, well, we want to make it available. It's great so that you can. I'm not really sure why they made it. I'm not really sure why they made it public. It seems like just saying, well, we want a bunch more people to test it and make games with it so that it can be better for us too. That doesn't really seem like enough of a reason to do that, does it? I don't know. So if the manager's not paused, then pause. I don't see anything wrong with that. If the manager is not paused, then pause. And then show. And that's the inventory. Pause. And there should be an unpause here. Hide manager.unpause. Uh-oh. Whoops. I messed that up. So is let's see. It must be in here somewhere. Something is calling this sucker a bunch. A bunch. Let's see, conversation.
You try it out here.
Let me bring this over so you can actually see what's going on. See, boom. So now I get pause and unpause called like a zillion times. In my belief, it is a prestige project. Every big studio needs an engine or something. That's why I don't trust it, maybe. As soon as they lose interest, they'll drop it or so. I don't know. That is the argument against engines like Unity or Default. It's not like Godot where they actually want to make something different, provide an alternative. Yeah, and to your point, the source is out there, which is nice. But what's even more nice, I guess, about Godot and Love 2D is there's actually a community that is currently supporting it through tutorials and talking about it and sharing and bug fixes and things like that. So I think as long as you have that, you're good. But you're right, King Entertainment, Unreal Engine, Unity, they're all for-profit companies, and that's fine. But what happens if something catastrophic happens to one of those companies and they go out of business? Well, that engine's gone probably. That kind of happened to, I don't know if you remember, there was one called a Torque Games, and they had like a Torque 3D engine and a Torque 2D engine, and they had this Torque script thing, and then they went out of business. And I think at least for a little while all that stuff went away, but then somebody open sourced it. but I think it's still kind of pretty much dead. I don't know that there's a lot of activity there. So yeah, open source is nice in that regard, definitely. Where is that? So it doesn't appear to be in. So we've got conversation, we've got show. Similar to XNA from Microsoft, it looked so nice, then dropped support. I was really surprised when they dropped support, really. It was one of the, I guess SDL was around, wasn't it? I was gonna say it was one of the few, if not one of the only kind of indie kind of friendly frameworks. Gosh, I remember when that first came out. I had one of those books, Teach Yourself XNA, and golly, that was yeah, I remember that. Good times. Things have gotten a lot simpler in as far as you don't have to create your own physics and all that kind of stuff anymore, which is nice. There's your pause, and then if I do this, so if I just wait, then it says pause, 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 pause. Why? So it did the show, and now it's saying pause. I got something strange going on here. There is no pause down here, but there is a show choices. But no, it's only when he finishes talking. Let's do this. Let's see if it's after this. So when he stops talking, look at that. Continue. So we have continue. We have pause. Where is that pause coming from? Pause 1, show. Pause 2, continue. Pause 3. That's the only place. Yeah, that's the only place that this one is calling. So it must be Is it here? I bet it is. Hi. Omar Hamid Kamisli? I'm not sure if I said that right. How you doing? Just doing some Godot here. Just trying a few things, messing around, talking about game engines. Good conversation. Okay, there's pick up. Look at that. Pick up. Pause, 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 pause. Why does it keep picking up? Oh, because we're in, oh man, this is why. And that's why we're seeing those extra, it's making a bunch of them. Oh, I'm in the wrong function here. I'm gonna leave that in there for now. Dialog. Right here, we need to set the current choice to null. After, that way we won't see that anymore. Because really we only want to do this if the current choice is not null, and then we want to set, so that's the only reason we want that current choice. So once the label is visible all the way, he gets whatever it is that he has. Oh, look. Good. Okay, good. Awesome. Item.take ownership. I know I'm a developer. I want to learn something. Yeah, me too. No. Boom. Okay, what do we got? Invalid set, index pause. So we're back here, manage your unpause. Set index pause. Oh, I forgot my D. Darn it. Still using XNA, now monogame. Yeah, that's the cool thing. Monogame allows sort of an XNA kind of feel. It kind of lets it live on, doesn't it? Yeah, they picked up a fork. And been lots of games use monogame. So, you know, there's your another alternative. I must say that I do enjoy the sort of the IDEs, the built-in functionality that some of the stuff that Godot provides, Unity provides, and I've just messed with Unreal Engine just a tad little bit, but it has a little IDE. I like the IDEs. They make things nice, but you don't have to have them. No thanks. That's good. Since I forgot, I'm gonna let it go all the way here. Ding. And I believe, look at that. We got that's perfect. Awesome. So figured that junk out. So, by the way, Rust. I would love to learn Rust. I just need a project to learn Rust. I want to learn Rust. There's a language called Nim that looks pretty cool. I haven't really messed with it. I've written a Hello World program in it, and that's it. But yeah, there's too much stuff to do whenever you enjoy programming, right? The animation player in Godot is dope. I like it. Cool, Omer. I will watch the broadcast again. Unfortunately, I do not have the time right now. Good work. See you later. Thanks, man. Thanks. Yeah, the animation player is really neat. I haven't had any issues with it actually. And he's got this new 2D, what is it? 2D animation skeleton kind of stuff that he's working on, or that they're working on. I don't know where that is as far as feature complete or not, but looks pretty cool. All right, now I need to just remove my. I'm going to leave these in just in case we ever need to debug again. So that pause stuff works. Is working. And I'm wondering if I couldn't just. What I like is that if in conversation, you get a brand new item, like with the potion, he'll hold it up. But now you see it disappear. What I'm thinking is maybe there's a way to, in the player, instead of unpausing there, try something. Actually, let me check this. Can you yield? Is there a signal that tells us? No, I was hoping there was a signal that tells us when the tree has been paused or unpaused. There is not. What would be interesting would be if you're already paused when you come in here. Maybe not. Maybe we'll just leave it like this. But can I get at least that first idle of him playing, maybe? The player, since he holds that up and then it disappears and he still has his hands up. Yeah, I thought about that. I might be able to do that. I could just have a signal in the manager that says whether or not when we've entered into pause mode or if we've left pause mode. I could definitely do that. I may have to do that. That's a possibility. But I want to right here. I want to grab that so that when we're in this pickup state, let's go ahead and play that facing idle, whichever direction he's facing. Well, it should be. That's not true, really, is it? Let's see. So if I talk to him from this direction and we grab that potion, see if it plays. It did not play. Yeah. Yeah, you can use own signals and emit them in paused. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. I don't. Well, actually, is there a paused hook? Maybe there is. It would be an object. Or maybe that's not an object. Where would that be? It's got like all the. Oh, it's a node. Just the node. Okay. Let's look at the node real quick. That's a good point. I don't see one. In any case, I think. Yeah, I don't see a paused hook. You'd think that'd be kind of a nice thing to have. I think I can. I should be able to. Where did that go? I should be able to. Right here. Let's just do this. Let's see if this works. Because technically, oops, I should be able to at least play this animation. So that basically go back to the way he was facing, and then that would solve my problem too. Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is. I think I need to yield. I need to yield an idle frame right here, so that it has a chance to actually start that, I believe, since I'm doing this going back to inherit, which it's still paused. Speed. Oh, stop. Oh, I see. Yes. Why don't we do that? We should be able to just do that. We should be able to use just wait play instead of doing all this. So I should be able to do this. Wait play. And whichever direction that he's facing, and that's only one frame anyway. It's like that should work. That should work. But it does not. Now, of course, if I did this, it should definitely work. Yes? Whoops, wrong answer. Yeah. So why is... Okay. Where is wait play? I think I can yield it. And I don't think I need that. Stop. Oh, you do have to have it. Yeah, that's right. I'll put it back. I think I can just yield it like that. We're yielding here. We can yield here. Oh yeah, and I need that signal for wait play, this one. Which is basically immediate. I'll let this play through here. Ooh, what do we have here? Really? Non-existent signal. Oh yeah. Sure. Yeah. Yep. Makes sense. Again, it needs an object here, so we do this. Wait self, or yield to this to yourself, like so, maybe. Yeah. But the potion needs to go away before. So that means we need to reorder some of this. So it's doing what I want it to do. Is the cat still asleep? Yes, he is. Still asleep. So I'm going to see this happen again. So he holds it up, and then he will return to his other state. But it takes... It takes a minute. Now if I were to do this, we don't want to do that though. Why did I yield an idle frame? I don't remember. Cat got .get tree paused equals true. Yes, he kind of stays paused most of the day, unless I unpause him. But then he just repauses. He's like he has an auto pause. So many things that we could do with that, right? We could say pause. Sorry, I couldn't resist that. I'm going to remove this idle frame, this yield. I'm not sure why that's there. I probably will find out here in a minute why it's there. Didn't seem to do anything different. So I'm going to leave it commented out for now. I'm gonna go ahead, I think this will work. I'm gonna see if I can't just reparent the item to basically take it out of the scene. I don't think this will hurt anything. That way it will disappear whenever he... Ahaha, yes, oui. And there it is. Okay, so problem solved. It just took, what time it is? Took an hour 49 minutes. Gosh, and there's still so much more to do. One of the things is right now you can go and talk to him again and do the same thing. So you could just keep getting potions. I want something, well, whenever you get... See, that should, when you get something from a conversation choice, maybe that well, I mean that choice should now be invalid. And that also needs to be saved if we want to do save games, right? Which means that you need some sort of modifier dictionary, I guess. So that you would need to check to see if it was in there. So maybe something like, see, where is our... right here. Text tree. I think I want to change the name of that. Yeah. Oh, I'm in the wrong editor. So I want text tree. Let's call it Dialog DB, as in database. So now we have a dialog database. That feels more accurate to me. And then we would need something like, and this would be loaded, so it would be saved along with your character. It would be a dialog. Let's call it dialog updates. How about that? So we have that. But we probably don't need it to be in here. Really, the dialog is what carries that stuff out. We could actually pull that out and save it, and then we could load it here or pass it to the dialog object whenever we load a game. Since that's what we want, we want to use this so that when we have one of these things occur, we can save it. But that may be somewhat problematic in the way we have our database set up. Because we have these, and if we have, so we're already inside of, say, here. We need to know the person who started the conversation, the dialog branch. So the person, the dialog branch, and the choice. So basically, that's what we need. So we need the person. Oops. I'll call it the person. That's kind of what it is. Person, or the trunk of that dialogue. What did I say? The branch. Where did my? That's right. Whenever you have to double click on it, then it will stay. Yeah, the person, the branch, and the choice. So then if this is found in the dialog modifier, dictionary, then the choice is not presented. You can no longer do that choice. Yes, 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 yes. Makes sense, yes. Now the idea, though, is all we have to do really is add a key. We just need to add one single key. So that could really amount to something that looks like so we could just check if our dictionary even just has the key, and if it does, we don't allow that again. So let's see if we can't figure out how we're going to do this. So there's the person. So the person. So let's man, we got person, we got the branch. So here's our let's make that a little bit more clear. We'll say branch name, and we want to, oh man, so this, let's say this holds any choices we've made that can't be returned to, or also can hold a starting branch for a particular person.
Si, senor. But we also need, so we need something that's we call maybe.
Let's call it. Oh, I hate calling things info. That's where I always tend to gravitate towards. But it's really, let's call it. We have the current dialog tree, which is going to end up being this whole thing, I believe, right? Current dialog tree. Oh, it's the whole dialog tree. So it's the whole. What are we using that for? Ah, yes, we have to have the current dialog tree. So we have to have. So we do start with this, don't we? Oh, come on. Show me conversations. Oh, that actually is in the manager. So I want the UI dialog, and that's going to be from the NPC here. Okay. Okay, it is. Yeah. We need that data. We need that information. We're going to need that too.
So we need to do some re-architecting.
We need to pass in. Let's just pass in the NPC name instead. It makes more sense because really we shouldn't need to call the manager. We're calling the manager here. Manager can do the rest of the work. So if we do that, we go in here, manager, UI dialog. So we've got now, oh, now we got 2 strings. So this part's not going to work.
Refactoring code.
Let's call this converse. So then we'll make a new dang function and we'll call it UI converse. It will take person and the branch name. What's crummy is we'll have to do all that other stuff too. And we got this, but I'm gonna just leave that there. We'll rearranging things. I'm not sure why I haven't just taken this also and put it in a function. Let's just call it place dialog UI. So it just gets where the player is, and then it either puts the UI on the top or the bottom. And that makes it nice because we can just call it. And it won't be repeated when we do the conversation portion, such as that. And we can say this because we no longer need this. Yeah. So here's where we're going to need a little more. We don't need manager here. Oh no. Oh no. We don't need manager there because we have the dialog database. What we'll do is in the conversation we'll pass in we could pass in the whole dialog tree. I'd rather not. Let's include the person. And then let's just include the current dialog tree. So we're gonna get it for them. So we're just adding some information to our conversation function in the dialog here. So the dialog tree will be the second parameter, and now we have person. So now we can actually do this crazy database thing. Yeah, we don't need conversation either. We don't need conversation, and we don't need this one. That was some debug stuff. So now let's go back up here, and I need to say let's call it conversation info. Stores info about the current conversation we're having. I think we need this. So we'll take the conversation info. This all just feels really messy to me. Conversation info, and we will say person equals person. So now we have the name of the person in the conversation that we're having a conversation with. And then I guess we would need the branch, the name of that branch, and that will, I believe, change because we will be going to a different. No, we don't have to do that because we just recall this. Oh, that's nice. That's quite nice. We also need to say conversation info choice. We just need to store that choice name, which is just the result. Hopefully what I'm doing will become clear momentarily. Now at this point, I'm thinking all we need to do, well, let's try it for this, the add item. So if we get here, we can take our conversation, which one is it? Dialog updates. Okay, so this is going to be probably nasty looking. Dialog updates. And then we want conversation info. We want to get the name. Can I do a dot name? Will it let me do that? That would be a lot nicer. And then I would say, so we got a name, and then we do conversation info. Branch. So we want to store this plus conversation info. I believe it was, no, not source, choice. To know that we've made this choice. Equals, I don't know. We can set it to whatever. We also need a way to check to see if the current, that key exists. So we'd have something like func is choice valid, I guess we could say, and it would basically return dialog updates dot has, and then basically this whole thing, because that's all I care. Well, that's all we care about is, does it even have the key? If it has the key, we may have to come in and redo that. We may want to say if it has the key and the key is true. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. So let's make a variable and call it key. So there's the key. So if it has the key and dialog updates of key equals true. So that's what we want to return. So then we can say, so basically it's based off of the dialog update. So we come up here and we say if current choice has an add item and is the choice valid. And if it is, then we actually will save that choice, and we probably will use a and do the same thing for this. And let's take this and make this into, let's call it func save choice, and we'll grab this, and then we'll say dialog updates of key equals true. And that's how we can save our choices. Does it work? I'm not sure. We'll try in a minute and see. So if we have an item and the choice is valid, and we probably don't want to do that here. Yeah, we don't want to do that there either. I messed that up. Choice is valid, and let's say choice name. So we will say choice name, because we want to, in addition, that logic is actually in our choice dialog. Basically, we don't want to give it. Hold on. Oh look, I didn't save that. Yeah, that's just basically yeah, it's an array of choices. What we want to do is remove the choices that are already. So here's our conversation. So we come here. I think we only have one place where we, yeah, right here. I believe we only have that one place. Yes. So the idea would be to take these choices. So for choice in choices, I don't think I'm using this anymore, am I? Okay, so this really should be has choice been made. That's what we want. We want to know if the choice has been made. So we should say if this choice the name of this choice. So if this choice has been made, actually, let's say if it hasn't been made, let's say filtered choices equals an array. So if this choice has not been made, filtered choices equals, or filtered choices dot, is it pushback? I think. Let's check. Yes, that's what I want. I want to add an element to the end of the array. So let's push this choice onto the array. So we're just filtering it and make sure that we don't have any choices that have already been made. Let's do this real quick. I want to print that key so we can see what it looks like. So I have no idea if this will work, and I forgot my F, or I forgot my colon. I have no idea. There's a lot of changes. A lot of changes. And I've got about, oh, say 20 minutes or so. Yeah, this should be branch name. Person, dialog tree, branch name. Yeah. Yep. Oh yeah, look at that. There's another one I missed. That's the plain old dialog with just one single, just a text, which probably will never be used. Let's see if this actually works. Welcome. Okay, error already. Invalid get index name. Okay, does that mean that I didn't have to do? I was hoping I didn't have to do this. It makes things look just so much more messy. But we'll do what we have to do, right? And we probably need to do this as well when we try to save it. And the same deal right there. Right. Give it a whirl and see what's going on, eh? Oh. Invalid get index name on base dictionary. Didn't we set that already? I thought we've already set it on conversation. No. It's person branch. Did I not do that right? No, person. So maybe I can do a dot. I don't know. Try that later. Invalid get index old man start yes please. Oh yeah, that's right. Oh. We just want the key. Sorry about that. I just want to make it the key. That's what that's all about. That makes sense. It would be invalid because we haven't set it yet. Really? Chat's not working, huh? I've had to reload the page a couple times too, so maybe it's not just you. Look at that. So let's do this. Got a potion. Talk to him again. Look at that. It's gone. Which is exactly what we wanted. But now we have a problem here. Expected 3 arguments. Ah, yes. Yes. Because the conversation needs... So we're almost done here. So we need that conversation info. Correct? Or no, we need a full dialogue tree. That's okay. Yep, got that. That, I believe, should work. Let's try it again, eh? So once we have him do something, oh, that was interesting, and I know why that happened too. We'll do that later. So now I have a potion. So now he should not say, I shouldn't be able to say, see. So then I could say, yeah, I have a potion. Oh, a potion. Okay, here it is. Okay, now he takes it away. So that was a remove item. So if we go get another potion, I have a debugger thing going on here. What's this? I hate these. Oh, I hate these. Reparent. On pickup. Add. Oh, that's why that was there. That's why that was there. Remember this? That's why that yield was there. Just so we could get out of that signal. Okay. Try her again, oh? Yeah? Talk. Whoops. Uh-oh. 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 Oh, we got another one. We got another one, ladies and gentlemen. We got to fix. And it's going to be the same thing. Just need to grab this. Refactoring. The cat is actually snoring. It's really funny. Just you barely hear him. Catius. Always sleeping. Not always, but no thanks. Bing potion. Yes, please. Okay. And I should be okay. I have a potion. Okay, here it is. So I gave him the potion, and now it's. Now I don't have that choice anymore. Good. So if I get this potion, I still shouldn't have that choice. Right. I think that does what we want. Then the idea would be we could come in to the dialogue here and so we would say to do save this dictionary along with the player's inventory, etc. So that's a to-do. So that makes sense. So anything, and then how could I indicate that it do I really want him to start? You know, there may be a time when I want to say, I don't want you to be able to go to this branch anymore. This branch is not available to you anymore. I don't know, that may be more difficult. I think for now, this looks good to me. I think good progress. Especially with the dialogue saving these choices, and then also this deal right here. And I don't know if you noticed, but we've got this. If I say no thanks, get the potion, and I close the dialogue there, you see how he still stands there. I guess that's okay. Maybe, where is he? Maybe I can do something like this. So we're using on pickup for that, and we still have to check for the inventory and make sure it's not full before we do that. Maybe we say maybe we pass in a hold time, and we can say that for now that equals. And will it let me? Will it let me do this? That way I can say that, so that we can change it if we want to specifically, maybe. So let's see if that still works. Yeah, that works. All right. I think we'll stop it there for now. Yeah. I believe that's about it for today. We're knocking off a little bit early, maybe about 15 minutes or so, but I think we've got a decent amount done. I appreciate you all for watching, and we'll see you next time, probably tomorrow around the same time, probably around, maybe even around 12 o'clock tomorrow, I'm not sure. But in any case, thanks for joining me, and have a great rest of your day, be it night or morning.